He's the best there is at what he does, folks. And what he does is finally get a second omnibus. That's right, today we're taking a look at the Wolverine Omnibus Volume 2, which has been a long time coming. So let's just hop right into the book and I'll give you a quick overview of it. Here's what the book looks like on my shelf. I think the spines look really cool together, although a little weird that, the second one has the volume and the first one doesn't have the volume. But could be worse. It could be very tiny font. Am I right, guys? Okay. And here's the cover I went with. I mean, come on, guys. That is a really, really fantastic piece of Wolverine artwork. You can see the ferocity of him in his eyes and his mouth, his whole face. He's got those hairy arms. He's got his claws out. He's got those thighs. It's Wolverine, guys. I don't know what else to say. Come on. I always enjoy when the back of the book is like this, where it shows everything that's collected. And there is a lot collected in this, as you can tell from the spine. It's a thick omnibus. Okay, and so here's what the book looks like without the dust jacket, the front and the back. Some cool artwork. I probably don't have to explain as much as I do with other omnibuses what this omnibus is, but it's the continuation of the Wolverine Omnibus Volume 1. It collects the next issues of his 1988 solo series, which is Wolverine 11 through 30, the Havoc and Wolverine, the Meltdown miniseries, Wolverine, Nick Fury, the Scorpion Collection, Wolverine Jungle Adventure, Wolverine Bloodlust, and then material from Marvel Comics Presents, number 38 through 71. Now, what else can I say about this? It's some of the great OG Wolverine content. If you like Wolverine, then you're gonna love this stuff. And if you aren't sure whether you like Wolverine or not, okay, here's my pitch for why you should invest some time in getting to know the character a little bit better. Wolverine is a character that has benefited greatly from some added backstories and fantastic writers taking him and doing awesome stuff with him after his first initial appearance in The Incredible Hulk 181. And as with most superheroes, and most mutants especially, he has a very traumatic background, but one that is also shaded in a lot of mystery that, he tries to figure out, and then it adds to his story because he's a very take-action type of superhero. And one of the reasons I really like him is because he's this man who has this intense feral side that is often right on the precipice of coming out, and he has to sort of rein it back in. But he's also this innately loyal and honorable man who operates on this kind of samurai code. And, he's got a samurai history of his own, sort of, too, which is explored in the last omnibus and in this one as well. It's a great sort of duality of ideologies in one singular character. He's flawed, rough around the edges, but the man has a heart of gold, and that makes him really, really endearing and compelling for me personally, at least. But, those are just my thoughts, and I want to hear why you like Wolverine, so let me know in the comments down below. He is one of the most popular, if not the most popular, X-Men. But circling back to the omnibus, let me say, if you thought the first one was cool and had some good stuff, but felt a little dated, well, there's a bit more modern stuff in this, or it's got a more modern feel at least. So hopefully it'll be a little lighter kind of a read, or more digestible at least, while maintaining its heavy themes, which Wolverine, often has some heavy themes and deals with issues of morality and, some good life lessons in here. We've got Madripoor stuff in here, we've got Jessica Drew popping in, we've got vampires, we've got Wolverine's funny alter ego of Patch, where he wears a patch over his eye and calls himself Patch. Not a very inventive nickname, but, to each of their own. And what we're looking at here in this sort of latter part of the omnibus is the Marvel Comics Collect stuff, which is sort of those short 8 to 10 page Wolverine stories, but still great stuff. And some of it is like, single type, one issue story type thing. Some of it has more longevity to it. It's great though, and I'm glad that it's being collected like this. And the artwork, the artwork is great, guys. We've got the awesome Lazarus Project storyline with the really cool cover, and really cool covers. And I really like the artwork and all the covers for all of these issues. It's classic, guys. This is good Wolverine stuff. If you're a big Wolverine fan, you buy this omnibus, you're eating good for days, baby. It's cool. We get some guest appearances of other stuff in here. People like Spider-Man and Daredevil is in here. There's a lot of guest appearances in here, guys. It's a huge book. So look, guys, like I said, it's classic stuff, and I highly recommend you pick it up. Partly because I want you to enjoy it, because it is awesome, but also because I very selfishly wanted to do well so we get a Volume 3, because Wolverine is cool, and his stories are cool, and I want to see what comes next in the next collected edition. I mean, look at him go, guys. Wolverine has such, like, striking, natural imagery to this character in all these books. He's just so cool, and he is always in, like, the coolest elements ever. We've got the Ghost Rider team up in here, so two very metal characters working together side by side, you know how it is. I can't stress enough how cool Wolverine is, guys. He's dope. He's an awesome dude, he's an awesome character, and I understand why everyone likes him so much, even though it's kind of, like, generic to say, Wolverine's my favorite X-Men. And he's not my favorite X-Men. That's reserved for Emma Frost. But I get why he is a lot of people's favorite X-Men. Check out that Daredevil and Silver Surfer. There's very awesome artwork here. I know I've said it a lot, but it's because it's true. Oh yeah, and I totally forgot to mention that this omnibus includes some Acts of Vengeance stuff, which is that storyline where, like, you know, the heroes sort of trade which villains they fight. So, like, instead of fighting their typical villains, like Wolverine fighting Sabretooth, he would fight someone else. So we end this book with Bloodlust, which also has a completely stunning artwork to it, with Wolverine on the top of his hunting game, taking out all these crazy creatures and whatnot. It's looking super whimsical. It's really awesome. I mean, are you honestly going to sit there and tell me that you're not going to open the book back up to this page, these pages, and stare at that artwork all day long? Then there are your typical extras in the back of the book. Articles, art, letters, interviews, the works. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm getting very close to 100 subscribers, and I'm trying to consistently make my content better for you all, so please stay tuned. Thank you very much, and have a great day.